Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hitman 3, which I will continue to call that despite their rebranding. I am, as ever, your host, the Lore Runner. Before we go any further, I do want to say shoutouts and thank you to Bo Branch, Bragwin, Dame Celeste, Darkstar, Dean Badine, Diabepus, Direct D, Disposable Puppets, Don Crow, Frieza 2000, Game Geek, Glorious Barbarian, Innocence, E-Tree, Jesse's Mask, Durin Grayman, Catabo, Monk Muddington, Mr. Red, Nameless Baron, Knock Loose, Offshore Twitch Account, Panka, Fife, Petonia, Racecat, Runzada, Savacom, Ciela, Steppenwolf, Tom Barber, Valerian Wraithball, Vigilant, Zilliers SG, and Diddy, person who put this game on the list, which is Pilot Shoss, and our majority shareholder by, I think about like 80% of the funding of this game came from one person, and that is all Judo Joker. Thank you, all of you, very, very much for making this run happen, for keeping the lights on. So, no rebranding. Hitman 3. All right, so admittedly, it's purely out of spite, and I'm just going to be very honest about that, because here's the deal. When Hitman 3 came out, they announced that they were going to include Hitman 1 and 2 missions playable in Hitman 3, because one of the weird things about the Hitman trilogy is that they're all pretty much the same engine. I know they did a couple of under-the-hood changes as they went forward, and I do know that they did some optimization passes as they moved forward. I also know this got really loud. Anyways, so, thank you, Steppenwolf. As always, appreciate you. Thank you. I'll put that towards dealer's choice. So, yeah, we had the Hitman reboot, and then we had Hitman 2, which was basically... No, I'm going to stick with basically. It was basically a mission pack, for one. And then we have Hitman 3, which was basically a mission pack of 2. This is really loud. I'm having trouble hearing myself here. Come on. Your stupid online crap. Anyways. Several people, when these games were coming out, actually complained about that fact, which just proves that gamers can be absolutely ridiculous sometimes. Like, oh no, it's another game that's excellent with new content. Anyways, so when Hitman 3 came out, they flat out announced that they were going to go ahead and bake 1 and 2 into it. Now, this is not the first time we've seen this in a game. It was actually one of the biggest things I was excited about when it came to Hitman 3. And this game, actually, a little fun factoid, which I closed the window because I'm a goddamn moron. One moment, please. This game was on the list for 1,331 days before Judo Joker finally managed to fund it. I only mention that, not to mention how long it takes, because that's actually pretty average, all things considered. But instead, to mention just how long ago this game was added to the list. Hitman 3 has been on our radar for a long time. In fact, I'm pretty sure this game was added to the list before it came out. Anyways. So, yeah. That's fine. Baking everything on one is fine. Then they decided to rebrand and remove Hitman 1 and Hitman 2 from not only the Steam store, but from the library. Now, let me jump in here and say how unusual this is. It's actually fairly common that a company will delist a game. That's so common that I bet you could think of like 5 or 10 or 15 games you have in your library that are delisted right now. I'll use an example right off the top of my head. Dragon Age. The original Dragon Age Origins is still on Steam. I can actually download it. I'm staring at it right now. And so I could go grab the original Dragon Age on Steam. There's no real reason to, because I also have the Dragon Age, whatever it's called, like the collector's edition, whatever, which I don't have on the list right now, which supplants it, which replaces it. But the point is, even though you cannot buy that original copy of Dragon Age on Steam, it's still there. It still has its entry in the database, and you could still download the sucker. Make sense? Final Fantasy VI and 4 and 5 also have similar situations like this, right? But there's no Hitman in my library. Now, I've been told that some people do still have Hitman in their library, which is doubly weird. But I'm staring at the H's right now. I'm looking at it right there. And it goes straight from Hero's Hour to Hitman World of Assassination to Homeworld Deserts of Karak, and it's not there. This is extremely strange, especially since I can fundamentally prove that I owned Hitman 2 because I streamed it. So, anyways, let's skip over this. The point here being that that's already frustrating. So I'm like, sure, whatever. I'll go ahead and grab the obvious. I'll grab Hitman, A World of Assassination. Rebranding does make a decent amount. It's clearly a skill issue with my Steam library. It does make a bit of sense to go ahead and do the rebranding. I do understand that. I do that on my very own show. I delist some of my older videos because YouTube will then plug things wrong with regards to those, right? So, yeah. Rebranding? Sure, I'm with that. But then I went to go buy Hitman 1, which is the only Hitman game I didn't own, because I owned Hitman 2 and I owned Hitman 3. And I wanted to make sure I had everything, because everything's baked into World of Assassination. So I popped this up, did some tech tests, make sure that everything was really correct here. And I went over to campaigns, and the first thing I saw was a big thing here that said, not available. And actually, it was here specifically. Sorry, it was right here. It was like see the thing that says, you should complete the showstopper before accessing this? There's a big old, not available, right there thing. Now, if I clicked that, it opened up a Steam page in the game. Now, I closed that immediately, because of course I did. But then I started trying to figure this out. What then ensued was a little over an hour of trying to navigate what the goddamn hell was going on with this crap. Now, I'm going to skip over all that, but trust me when I say that there was so much obfuscation and frustration in this entire sequence that it was... I was getting actually angry. I hadn't actually eaten breakfast because I was just hopping on to do a quick tech test before I go and grabbed breakfast, before I got ready for my stream. And this whole thing, I'm just sitting here trying to figure out why I don't own the previous Hitman games and how to then procure them. To be very clear about this, by the way, I actually meant to do Hitman 2, not Hitman 1, I apologize. Because Hitman 2 was not here, even though I knew I owned Hitman 2. And Hitman 3 was not here, even though I had purchased Hitman 3. I actually checked the receipts to verify that I had purchased Hitman 3. So I bought Hitman 3, and I bought Hitman 2, and I didn't own either of them. The only one I owned was the only game I didn't buy at all, Hitman 1. So, this is extremely frustrating. And as I was kind of digging through these things, I was actually getting extremely close to just putting the kibosh on the run because I was sufficiently pissed off. Obviously, I did not do that because we're here today. Here's the final frustration point. So obviously, having to go ahead and re-buy games I've already purchased is amazingly frustrating. But at the very least, I can do that, right? Well, the funny thing, if you go to the Steam page and you look at the list of games there, they don't list it right, to put that as bluntly as I possibly can. Instead, what you see... Here, I'll pull it up right now. Let's not be hyperbolic. Let's go to the store page right now. So we've got Hitman World of Assassination Part 1, which I could have purchased. Deluxe Edition, which I could have purchased. Or World of Assassination, which I could have purchased. The only thing I couldn't purchase was the Deluxe Bundle, which I already had. So then I checked the actual DLC, and I actually manually, individually checked the DLC, which if you don't know Steam, is actually kind of frustrating to do. All the DLC is all random little extra stuff. It's all cosmetic-y stuff, okay? So none of that helps. Okay. So I start scrolling down a little bit more, trying to read into this, and on the Steam page, there's this stupid comparison grid. So I checked the comparison grid, and Rather than listing this in anything that would be considered normal, oh, for God's sakes, or acceptable or anything like that, it lists free seasonal content, which is available for all 4 versions of the game, the ICA training missions, which is available for all 4 versions of the game, and then it lists Paris, Sapienza, Marrakesh, Bangkok, Colorado, Hokkaido, Patient Zero, 3 Deluxe. I don't know what any of that means. Some of you probably do. That probably means something to you. But that means nothing to me, the person trying to purchase the game. That's included with Part 1. Then there's something called Hawke's Bay, Miami, Santa Fortuna, Mumbai, etc. That's included with the Standard Edition. And then there's something called New York, Haven Island, 7 Daily Sids, 2 Bishop packs, 6 Deluxe Escalations, and 4 packs of Suitons items. That's with Deluxe Edition. None of this is labeled properly at all. That's the point I'm trying to drive home here. If you already know the games, or have already done your research, this is probably not a huge issue. I probably shouldn't need to explain why this is a huge issue. So, naturally, I had Part 1, which had the Hitman 1 missions. Okay, but I'm not sure if buying the Deluxe Edition is going to get me all of the other missions I need for the other campaigns, because it lists them in such a strange manner. Hang on. You're probably wondering, well, listen, Lore, just go pull up a Reddit thread and get good. First of all, screw you. Second of all, no. What I ended up doing, what ended up finally making this work, and I am 100% digging this individual fact, is if you go into the game here, and I actually cannot show you this at this point, because I own everything now. Thank you for that offshore Twitch account. But if you go into here and you pull up a thing and it has the little message that says, you don't own this, you can click that and pull up that Steam page I referenced earlier in the game. That Steam page is not accessible on Steam. To be very clear about this, it's an unlisted page. It exists. If you know the URL, you can find it, but nothing links to it. And trust me, I looked. So nothing on Steam links to that page. You have to pull that page up from in the game. That page is where you buy the other campaigns. That's the thing that I bought. And that did work, as you can see. I have 2, I have 3, we're good. But, yeah, there, see? I even remember this mission. But, now you're probably wondering, hold up, all of this is already terrible. And you're right. But you're probably wondering in the back of your mind, Lore, you bought Hitman 2. You bought Hitman 3. Why don't you own Hitman 2 and Hitman 3? Well, I did a little bit more digging. It turns out that when they did the crossover, the transition into World of Assassination, you had a limited time window to sign in through their account, through an IO Interactive account, and say, hey, this is me, here's my Steam code, these are the games that I own, and it would unlock that content for your new World of Assassination account. If you missed that window, which was like a year and a half ago at this point, oh well. So, my only option at this point was to go ahead and buy the 2 games I bought again, which I did. Who's the publisher of this? That's the really funny thing. IO is independent. No one's pushing this except for them. Now, they might be public. I don't know. This is awful. This is one of the worst, launch/MTX negatives that we're probably ever gonna give. This is like record setting here of how awful this is. I am very likely to absolutely love this game. I look forward to gushing about this game over the next week. But screw this. This is so aggravating. And on every level, it is anti-customer in terms of navigation. It is deliberately misleading. It is deliberately obfuscating certain information and how to access that information. And on top of all that else, they literally robbed me. Literally robbed me. That is just insane. I'm not actually 100% sure how many negatives that's going to get. Because we've got, God, so let's just think about this. So we've got the normally I don't ding a store page, but I think it qualifies in this case. So we've got the misleading store page. We've got the disconnected store page to purchase. Then we've got the deliberately inaccurate information on what to purchase. Then we've got let's see. I think each of those is probably only a single negative. Maybe more. I don't know. I could be talked up here because I'm in the mood. But then we've got the actual fact that they. I'm sorry. I'm blown away by this. Yeah, I kind of agree. This might actually be the ceiling for this type of negative. This is insane. No, I know there's an in-game store. It's right here. See? Yeah, there it is. And yeah, like, just, oh my god. Like, if you click this, it'll pull up this pack. Okay, cool. And this one's readily available on Steam. No issues there. Then if we go to, like, say, this thing. Like, what does this include? This is the deluxe pack. What does it include? Well, if you're glancing at this, it almost entirely includes premium content, which is a couple of missions, and then like packs, and then deadly sins. It doesn't even say what deadly sins are, by the way. Does not even explain what that means. Just that there's 7 deadly sins, and it's a collection. IOI is apparently private, so that's even worse. That is probably the worst thing. Oh yeah, and then here's just the game, which, yeah, there's the store page for World of Assassination. What does it include? It says it includes the main the 3 main campaigns. Spoilers, it doesn't. It also tells me I can still buy it, even though I'm playing it right now. Anyway, sorry. You know what? Actually, I think I agree with you. Look, this is terrible, this is terrible, this is terrible. Then we get to the fact that they literally robbed me. I'm sorry to be so pissed about that. But I was literally robbed! So let's see. Misleading store page, disconnected store page, deliberately inaccurate information. Robbed me. I think that's probably it. I think that's probably the line right there. I'd honestly love to give more negatives for that because of how legitimately frustrating this has been for days. Yeah, and yeah, this is a great game that I have actually had trouble recommending to people over the years. Because what do they buy? Like, imagine being like, hey, you know, friend, you should buy this game. You should buy this exact thing, and then get this exact DLC, which you can find in the game, and then get this exact thing. Oh, by the way, sorry to emphasize one last thing. So all of these DLCs thing you see on the store, none of these are the get the missions thing I pointed out earlier. Now again, I can't show you the get the missions thing because I don't have it. But that specific page is not one of the pages we just saw. It was a page that was only visible over here. Okay. Let's unmute the game. So anyways, yeah, that's just... Moving on. That's true, actually, but well, you're right. I do. So feel free to get your guesses in. I'm sure this is going to be a net positive game. So we want to do the prologue first, right? Or do we want to do, like, side mode stuff? What do we got here? Let's actually poke at some side mode-y stuff first. Because we're not actually going to do most of these. We're just going to look at them and be like, aha. Because this is all mini-game stuff in terms of terminology. So, scooch over here. So we've got the featured, which is the campaign or the freelancer, or you could sign up an account and get free stuff. Please sign up the account, please. Okay, then we've got live, which is bullcrap and doesn't matter. We're going to just move past that immediately. Destinations. So I don't know what destinations is. There's apparently a couple of them. Oh, fine. Here's options. Negative to options. No. So yeah, I've actually already looked over the options, obviously, because I already set the options. It is obviously fairly optional-y. I don't know how well the scaling is. We'll find out as we go through. I do not want aim assist on, thank you. I don't want vibration on. I'm not using a controller. What the hell is SA Tracker? I'll switch it again. Oh, whatever. So none of this is worthwhile, to be quite honest. This is where the actual options are. So first we got the HUD. Things I do like. A large amount of the HUD is disableable. Hints, picture-in-picture, mission timer, performance and score, challenges, challenge HUD, target information, NPC icons, weapon HUD, reloading HUD, silent assassin HUD, difficulty HUD, autosave HUD. We can screw with the minimap, in which things are actually shown there. Freelancer mode. My god, there's an assassin nearby. And then, of course, we've got this. So you can disable instinct mode, which is... I mean, I would never do that, admittedly, but I do love that that's an option. Change the vision area thing. Whether or not we have an attention alert. Whether or not we see the grid for the camera. No, there we go. Whether or not we have to hold or toggle to aim. Whether we have to hold or toggle... We want to toggle. Let's go. To run. We probably want a toggle on instinct. Precision aim as a hold, yep. Item placement as a hold. Shoulder swapping. Apparently V. We need to rebind that apparently, because that is not correct. Oh, there it is. Fine. It's irritating, but I'll live with that. So yeah, we do have a decent amount of customization for gameplay options. It's almost entirely optional hard mode-y stuff. But that's fine. I like that kind of thing. A game like this is built around challenge moding anyways, so... Okay. This is just mission select. I do like a good mission select, which we already have in general, it's worth noting. Those are. Yeah, negative for the store, obviously. Well, actually, you know what? Yeah. There we go. Okay, so, thank you, Game Geek. Always appreciate. I will look at what you put that towards in just a few seconds. Yep, this is definitely the Assassin music. Okay, so that's going towards Epic Battle Fantasy V, Henry Stickmin, Majesty Gold, and a Banana Slammer. It actually is, Mr. Ed. Very deliberately, for lack of a better way to put that, this surpasses Diablo 3, which was our old record. Oh yeah, by the way, like, none of my stats carried over. None of them. Even though it has my account still. I do like having stats. I do like having this kind of statistics thing. Challenges are always awesome. We are, of course, not going to do these because that is insane. But challenges are awesome. Unless these are different? Is this just tracking the challenges we could do? Help me out here. This is just tracking the stuff you can do, isn't it? That's okay. Oh yeah, speedrunners are crazy in this game. Like, I've seen I've seen a few speedruns of this game and of Hitman 2, and it's just absolutely insane. Is that watermelon? Nice. Okay, so back out of that. It's the same thing. Yep, this is the unlocks. Okay, so this all looks like mostly the same general idea. These are our unlocks. And we all know the best weapon in the game. Which is actually not visible here. Let's see, where is it? It's not here. I guess I just don't have it yet. And then we have elusive targets.
Good evening.
Yep. Are these just all permanently missed because, you know, time has marched on? Is that what's going on here? Thank you again, Game Geek. We'll see, Judo Joker. We'll see. They rotate. Uh-huh. How often do they rotate? Do they still rotate? Monthly. So I have a very stupid question. If these still rotate, why are all of them listing as missed? Like, why is nothing live right now? Hang on. Oh, it is literally coming soon. How long has that been coming soon? And yes, I see the arcade right there, but like... Hang on. Hold on. Here it is. Okay. Yeah, they're available for 10 days. I'm reading that right here. And then they go away for about 20 days. And then they can show up again for about 10 days. Used to be 48 hours. They have since extended that. I'm sorry, that's not great. I don't know if that qualifies for a negative, but that's not great. It's a very Guild Wars 2 thing. Yeah, make sure to log in at the right time to access the content. I mean, I'm going to ding Guild Wars 2 for that when we get there. Let me tell you all a small story here, if I may. In Guild Wars 2, they have an in-game store. Now, that already sucks and is already a negative. But it's probably only like 15,000 negatives because it's one of the worst in-game stores of an MMO I've ever covered. But hang on, it gets even worse. See, here's the deal. I like Guild Wars 2 quite a bit, actually, and I've played it for many years, so I have made it a specific point to purchase things from the in-game store as a form of supporting the game because of the years of content I've gotten out of it, because it doesn't have a subscription model. So, okay, cool. So, I wanted the Kral Katorak skin for my mounts, most specifically for my Wyvern and for my Drake. For those of you who know what that means. For those of you who don't worry about it. It's a cosmetic thing. So I set aside some money, locked that in, and said, okay, as soon as that shows up, I'm going to go ahead and buy that. But the way I phrased that sentence probably already gives it away, because it's the soon as that shows up. Because Guild Wars 2 does not allow you to buy the thing you want. It's got a gigantic amount of things to buy. But at any given point in time, you can buy about 5 of them. This, and this. And then those are purchasable usually for anywhere from 2 to 6 days. At which point, they rotate. And now you can buy 5 other things. There's no schedule for this, by the way. There's no planning ahead. The only way to actually know if the thing you want is available for purchase now is to log in every single day. Because they're also not static. It's not like 5 days and then 5 days. It's like 5 days and then like 5 days, right? Or maybe like these many days. Or maybe like this many days. Like there's no pattern to it. You have to log in every day to see if you are able to purchase the thing that you want to purchase. Now, I found out about that about halfway through this gig, is you can check the wiki, which keeps track of which things are purchasable right now. So you can check the wiki for the skin you want, and then you can go check the wiki that day instead of logging in. But it's kind of the same overall process. Every day, check. And that's for cosmetic. So I'm going to ding Guild Wars 2 for that when we get there. Which I mentioned because we're establishing a form of precedence right now with these elusive targets. Now, off the top of my head, I feel like elusive targets are actually worse than that because they're not just cosmetics. I mean, they do get you cosmetics, but they're content, right? Like, these are their own missions, right? Their own little special events and stuff? Or is it just they put a person into the level and go find them? Real question, because I ain't doing that crap. See, now I'll wait. See, that is another asterisk we have to consider, Judo Joker. I swear I'm not looking for negatives here. I don't have to. The game's giving them to me. Sorry. If they change the level quite a bit, then that's actually worse, ironically. Okay, here we go. Target cannot be seen on the map, cannot be seen in instinct mode. You get a few clues about their location and their behavior. The levels are modified to seal off certain areas that are available for a normal play and restrict unlocking locations that are normally available. They themselves take place on maps created for the campaign missions, which are adjusted. We already talked about that. And you get rewards for successfully killing them. Cosmetic rewards. So yeah, that sounds like, to put it into simple terms, that sounds like a new quest in an existing zone, right? So here's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling two positives for the uniqueness of the mode and for the variety and mixing of them, and then 3 negatives for the obvious reason. That's what I'm feeling there. Because that sounds like a cool mode. It sounds like a good mini-game mode, right? And I like the idea of just being told there's a person, they look like this, and they're in this area figured out, right? Okay. I think that's everything except for campaigns. Oh, nope, I'm wrong. I'm stupid. You gotta do these 4 things. Okay, so what do we got? So contracts. What the hell are contracts? Oh, the interface is not great. Look up, I can see what's trending. I can see what's featured right now. There's my own. History of my favorites been completed. How is this story content? I remember this level. If you can call this a level.
Hey, you, I can't let you through looking like that. Come on.
Pal, he said you can't be here.
Where's that X? Yeah, but like, put your hand on your keyboard for a second. I want you to imagine holding W and then tapping X to go over something immediately after holding W. This is just shifted into being like a full-on tutorial for the mission, not for marking. Okay. Now we're actually back to marking. Here, Ross. You can make fun of me all you want, but there is such a thing as interface and key binding design that has nothing to do with being able to rebound. We actually talked about that in Elden Ring. Like, the biggest sin Elden Ring would make, for example, is that, which is not true in this game, is it would say, all right, here's this key binding. It does these 3 actions. Now, you don't want all 3 of those actions on one button. You want them on 2 buttons or 3 buttons. But screw you, all 3 actions are one binding entry. So you can only put one binding to all 3 actions. It doesn't matter that you can rebind it. The base control design is bad. Stuff like that tends to irritate me. Having said that, I do not think that's the case here, so we're going to go ahead and rebind that because that's terrible. X. What can I switch that to? That's E. E is interact, F is pick up, B is drag, Q is melee, G is item, T is disguise, shift is run, aim, shoot, reload, instinct. Crouch is correct, that's correct, holster is correct. Surrender is X. Next ammo is X. Although, yeah, to use the exact example here, I can rebind several things that are currently bound to multiple things off of individual. I can rebind these individually, so that's nice. That's walk slow. That doesn't feel good. I don't want that on walk slow. What can we do for walk slow? Then there's that. Okay, if we don't need walk slow, then screw it. We'll just get rid of that. Yeah, I was about to say, we cannot rebind something if it's already bound. It'll actually be like, like that. Although item placement, I do actually want bound to something. And caps lock is terrible. God, almost my entire left hand is already taken up by stuff. See, that's... Okay, hang on. If I can have multiple items bound to the same thing, why can't I bind multiple items to the same button? Because we already got 2 X's, why can't I add a 3rd X? Oh, whatever, let's do this. And then, that could be Y. That still leaves me with the problem here. Good morning, Scales of Justice. I hope today's treating you well. Ah, if only Giga Pudding. I think you're right, Plutonia. Yeah, this is basically a puzzle game. I'm actually trying to debate, because X is awful. But I'm trying to think of what I could put that on. It could be Alpha Twitch Go. What does space do? Space is cover. I wish I could put cover on X, but I can't because X is also taken up by surrender. We can rebind surrender. Let's do that. Let's rebind surrender. Oh, man, I surrender. And then we'll rebind agility action. Hang on. Then we'll rebind this as numpad. Rebind agility action to space, and then rebind cover as X. That feels better. So now I can just go over things. And yeah, I'm not going to surrender very often, right? So yeah, we can just leave surrender over there on the right thing. I think that feels good. I think that'll work. We'll have to play with that. Anyway, so yeah, let's scooch out of this. Wow, it just threw me out of that completely. I don't know, what are we feeling for this? I mean, that tutorial's terrible. But we could, like... I don't know. Hey, Darkstar. It's not your name on the funding list for this one. Yeah, like, honestly, this is the kind of mode that probably should be better, but I'm feeling just a single positive for it. I don't know. Wabbit Wampage. You lied to me. Yeah, the tutorial's terrible. Or Wampage. Okay, Well, the good news is we're not doing that after, so... Generally speaking, we try to get minigamey stuff out before we hit the campaign. That's very strange, but okay. It makes perfect sense that something that's featured would not be searchable. That's just logical. Sorry. I swear we'll get to positivity. I swear we will. Jesus, Takoida. I mean, I get it, but what the hell? Is that it? Notice there's several bunny-themed ones here. That's the first one that said Wabbit. Okay, that's not it. can see when we hit certain holidays, because there was a Valentine's Day there. This is an amazing interface. I love it. You can't search featured. Now we're back to the point where people weren't actually doing custom thumbnails. I'm starting to think you're lying to me off your Twitch account. It was Christmas. There it is. Jesus.
I know it's people, but I'd really like to know if my briefcase is turned up. It's very important to me.
Is the parrot subdued for now, Giga?
I just need to do a quick routine check if you want to get through.
Oh, okay. Apparently I cannot be frisked because I have illegal items in my inventory.
You were working late last night, correct?
Sure thing, Mr. Perez. I left around 10.
Oh man, I can't wait to get some Fountain View. Get some Dr. Pop.
No, nothing like that. I was working on closing accounts. Director Savalas has moved the goalpost on the number of closures this month. There were a few others working late, but that's not unusual.
Thank you.
You know what?
Major asshole holding up the line.
Enjoy your work day.
I do like getting shot for moving the floor as wet signs. I mean, I'd drink Fountain View. What's really funny, I pretty much have this code. I have a London Fog, Giga Pudding. It's in storage, obviously, because, you know, I live in the South, but...
Here for a chance about opening up an account.
Miss Kenyon, I presume. Come in.
Hey, how you doing?
He's upstairs.
Evening. Oh, I have more than 3 X's. Okay, so there's another security check. Another camera. Don't worry. Nowadays, I have nothing but my extremely real Canadian girlfriend. So I've got 3 coins, I got a pistol, I got a fireball, I got the camera. That's it. So I don't actually have the shotgun. And I don't have the explosive device. So I'm going to have to procure on-site to kill the other 2. And I'm still figuring out how to play the game at all. Oh no, there was definitely about, I think it was $80 total in order to make all of this stuff accessible. That's after buying Hitman 2 and Hitman 3, by the way.
But, rumor has it, he's investigating her background, really making sure there's nothing there that could damage MF in the long term.
Good for her, I guess.
Yeah, for those of you who didn't catch the initial 12 negatives to microtransactions, part of that is because of the fact that they literally robbed me. And I'm going to keep repeating that because I'm still pissed about it. Like, the simplest way to explain it is very, very simple. I bought Hitman 2, and then I bought Hitman 3, and then they gave me Hitman 1 and forced me to buy Hitman 2 and Hitman 3. That's just the reality. That's all that there is to that.
Say, aren't you Ruby Red, the investigative reporter? I found your expose on the Montauk data. Wow.
Well, I think I know exactly how to manage this mission. So there's jog. Let's view. Let's crouch. How do I pull out my weapon? How do I draw my weapon?
Shit! Someone please, help me!
Fighting break-in? I never thought I'd see that. We need more men.
How do you live through that? There we go. Okay, he's dead. Wait, take the muffin. Very important. Alright. Let's see. Oh, these guards have got some stuff for a... I guess they are a bank. Oh, they got me. There's a lot of guards. It's just a bank. Come on, guys. Alright, I did get the muffin. It was all worth it. Oh, it's an evil bank. Ooh. Okay. I do like having savings. Oh, sorry. So back over here. So that was contracts. Freelancer, I'm pretty sure I know exactly what freelancer is. Because we've technically already poked at freelancer. So we're just going to scooch past that immediately. Arcade. Oh, there's all the elusive targets, so we're going to scooch right past that as well. Sniper mode. What is this? This is the only one I don't know anything about. What are you? What are you? So we need to kill 3 people and bodyguards. When you're doing freelancer mode, do you retain progression across missions, or is it completely randomized? That's what I thought.
Good afternoon, 47.
Interesting. I'm on a timer.
That is 47. The situation is about to get out of hand. Maison is confirmed killed. Well done, 47. 47, targets are evacuating. Secure any remaining primaries now. Lang is down. Nice work, 47.
Does this have penetration? this is body piercing. We want ball piercing. Oh my god, look at that sway. Okay, that didn't work. So we'll go back to body
Lee
piercing.
is trying to evacuate. You need to stop her from leaving 47. Doris Lee confirmed.
Ta-da! Thank you, Dustborn.
Unusually noisy 47.
Oh, come on! That counts! It even worked! Don't give me that game! Oh, way too late. Ah. Hey, Rama. That's a good question. I'm not sure. Oh, jeez, that's much bigger delay than I thought. Much bigger delay than I thought. There we go. I notice I have infinite body piercing ammo, by the way. Oh. There we go. Oh, man. Why would I need to slow time? I can hit people just fine. But, okay, sure. This is actually weirdly fun for how horrific it is. No, this is apparently just sniper mode. Ah! You went a little more. No, no, no. Hang on, hang on. Center. There we go. This game, oh my god. We talked about this when we were playing Hitman 2. I would love a proper co-op campaign. Oh man, that was really close for this game.
Well done, 47. I'll tie up any loose ends, as always.
Yep, we did. We murdered the McMansion. In fairness, that's not actually McMansion, but still. You know, I hate to keep complaining about this game. Let's talk about interface design for a second. Let's say you fire up this game, and you look at game modes, and you say, okay, contracts. What are contracts? Okay, well, I'll click it. Okay, so what are contracts? Point to me in the game menu where it explains what contracts are. Or what freelancer is. Or what arcade is. Or what sniper assassin is. Now, this isn't the worst thing in the world, because then you could just, you know, do it and then find out that way. But, like, you'd think there would be just, I don't know, a paragraph there that says, hey, you're in a sniper, and you have to go snipe through a mission. There you go. There's your explanation. Or you have, like, a pop-up. This is the... This is the mode for where this works in this direction. You know, stuff like that. You are right. I noticed that as I was going through. Freelancer does have a how to play right here.
Hi, welcome to the new game mode, Hitman 3 Freelancer.
Wow.
In this new roguelike...
Literally
you
said by the
take on
developer.
the role of Agent 47, the world's deadliest assassin. As a freelancer, you must take on various crime syndicates to keep the world in balance, gain new items, mercers, and mastery to become the ultimate freelancer. We're bringing a lot of new things with this game mode, and one of them is your brand new safe house, which functions as your hub for planning your missions or just taking a breather in between gigs. Welcome to Freelancer.
Get a new speechwriter.
A successful run in Freelancer consists of taking down 4 crime syndicate leaders of your choosing. Pick the syndicate you wish to go after. As you identify and take down their lower members one after the other, you end up forcing their leader out of hiding, giving you a one-time opportunity to eliminate them in a showdown. What that is, we'll get to a bit later.
Sam Fisher's amazing. You kidding me?
This is your campaign progress. And as you can see, we need to take on 2 contracts to get to our first showdown and eliminate our first syndicate. Each syndicate has a syndicate type attached to it, and each syndicate type rewards different playstyles with unique challenges for you to complete for extra payout, so choose wisely. Let's pick the Investor as our first target. Your run will increase in difficulty after each completed showdown. Be careful, because as mentioned, Freelancer is a roguelike game mode, so if you fail a mission, you lose all the weapons and items you brought with you and half of your hard-earned mercers. But the campaign won't fail. All territories will, however, though, become alerted and they'll know that you are coming. But if you fail a showdown, you do not only lose your equipped weapons, items, and half of your mercers, you also fail the current campaign and have to start all over from scratch. Each completed mission grants you XP for your overall mastery, and if you do the optional payout objectives, you'll also get mercers. Mercers are the in-game currency used to purchase new weapons and freelancer tools. The harder it is, the more mercers you get.
This sounds like in between Rogue Reset and Rogue Progression.
This is your center of operations. This is where you plan your missions, test your guns, choose your starting disguises, and more. But as you can see, it's pretty barren right now. But over time, this will become a worthy place for Agent 47 to prepare. But we don't have that much right now. But luckily, we got our old faithful ICA 19 Classic Baller. It's not much, but it'll get the job done. Weapons can be purchased from suppliers and found on locations. If there's a rarity attached to a weapon, you can bring it back and place it on your gun rack and use it for future contracts. Now, let's go on our first mission so that we can corner the leader and get to our first showdown.
Welcome to Sapienza.
Every time you start in Freelancer, you start at a random starting location. Sometimes that's completely safe, and other times, just like now, deep in hostile territory. When you look at the map in Freelancer, you'll notice many new markers. Here we have couriers, suppliers, and safes. Couriers have mercers on them, and suppliers got some cool new weapons and freelancer tools that you can purchase. And safes can also be worth a visit, if you can crack them, that is. Before we go to visit a supplier, let's find a courier to get some economy up and running. Now we got some mercers, let's visit the supplier. In Freelancer, suppliers can be located multiple places on each location, each with unique items for you to purchase. If you got the mercers, they're quite worth a visit. We got enough mercers for a remote Semtex block. Let's get that. It might be useful down the line.
You need more? You know where I am.
It's time to find our target. Luckily, we know our way around. So, it's time to do the thing we do best. First mission is done, and we even completed some of our optional payout objectives. Let's go back to our safe house and prepare for our next mission. When we complete a mission, as mentioned, carried gear with rarity is brought back to the safe house with us. You can drop the gear to place it in storage or keep it in your inventory and bring it with you on your next mission. We've now gained some mastery. Mastery will over time unlock things like the upper levels of our safe house, new interior, a wardrobe for us to change our starting disguises, a shooting range, and more.
Sorry.
With Mastery, you can customize various parts of your safe house to match how you think Agent 47 should live. The more mastery you get, the more will unlock in and around your safe house.
Gotta have the clown suit.
Going on a mission without any items can be tough. But after you complete your first mission, you'll unlock the supply crate. It will provide you with 3 randomized items.
Did you have to put frickin' loot boxes in the game?
Keep an eye on your optional payout objectives for your current contract. One of these items might help you achieve them.
Sorry.
Now, let's take on our next mission so that we can get to our first showdown.
Yeah, I should clarify. That's not technically a loot
We've
box
now
because you don't
unlocked
buy
our
them with
first
real money.
showdown.
That's what a loot box is.
We have now cornered the syndicate leader, the investor, and they're located in Dartmoor. Before we go there to find them, let's use our newly unlocked intel wall. This explains who our common target is. Study it. It will only benefit you on what's to come. In this case, we know the investor's agenda, tells, and looks. This makes it way easier for us to locate the real target. There are many lookalikes and other dangers lurking in a showdown, so we must be careful. And the further we are in our campaign, the harder it gets. But this first one should be manageable for a skilled freelancer like us. In showdowns, you must identify and eliminate the syndicate leader, in this case, the investor. You got the intel, so it's up to you to locate the syndicate member.
That sounds like an elusive target.
You must find suspects and compare their appearances and behaviors against your available intel. Then, take out your mark when you're confident of their identity.
Oh, hey, I can alt-tab in this game. Yay! Oh, I'm so happy.
Remember to visit a supplier and use some of your hard-earned mercers. Some of their items.
Intel, Spartan.
In your inventory, you will also find your new suspect camera. Use this to tag suspects in order to narrow down the search for the syndicate leader. Okay, here's one of the suspects. First up, this dude smokes and does not fit our mark. I'll mark them as a non-suspect. Second suspect reads too much. That does not fit our intel. They're not the one. We just got alerted that there are assassins nearby, so we have to be extra careful. Assassins are strong NPCs that are hiding in plain sight and protecting the suspects. But FYI, they don't always protect your target, but they hit hard, so you want to stay clear of them. Narrowing down the search, we finally found the main suspect. This is the investor. Okay, let's take him out while the coast is clear. We made it! Now, let's locate the exit and get back to our safe house. Our first showdown was successful, and we now eliminated our first syndicate leader. We got new items, weapons we can place in the gun rack, and a new reward crate to open. Reward crates gives you a randomized weapon or item for each completed showdown, and the chances for getting a better item or weapon increases the further you get in your current campaign. In addition to that, we also have new unlocks to our safe house, and we also unlocked prestige objectives. With prestige objectives, you can add a tougher layer on your missions to get more mercers, if you got the skills. Now it's time to progress in our current campaign to get more mastery, mercers, items, and weapons. The contracts and showdowns in front of us will be harder, so approach with caution. Remember, if you fail or get wounded on a mission, you lose all your equipped weapons and freelancer items and half of your hard-earned mercers. But the campaign won't fail. Territories will, however, be alerted. But if you fail during a showdown, the leader escapes, and you'll not only lose your equipped weapons, items, and half of your mercers, but you'll also lose all the progress made in that current run. It's expensive to fail a mission, but Freelancer is all about high risk, high reward. There are many new ways to explore the world of Assassination with this game mode. New ways to play, new targets to execute, new items to unlock, and more. It's time for you to become the ultimate freelancer.
So I'm probably not going to play too much of that, but that actually sounds pretty cool. Like, that sounds legit. Like, multiple positive worthy. Also, something was tickling the back of my mind as they kept talking about Mercers. And I decided to look it up, and I'm right. Mercer is the name of a major international banking institute. In other words, they're literally banknotes. And something about that just got a grin out of me. We'll hold off on this until later to actually play. But yeah, we might go through and see if we can get to our first showdown and poke at that. At the moment, I'll put some question marks behind these positives here. We'll see what we feel like that when we actually get there. Yeah, this feels like proper post-game, is what this feels like. In fact, I might even re-qualify this from minigame to post-game. And by might, I mean I'm gonna do that. Okay, so that's freelancer mode. We already talked about that. We already talked about that. Yeah, we want to talk about sniper assassin mode a little bit more. Yeah, okay, cool. Play. Don't look at anything. Just play. Just hit play. Just hit play. Just hit play. What is wrong with his eye? Jesus Christ, AppDef. Oh, you're not a sub, that's why. Not that that's your fault, that's Twitch's fault for being terrible.
That is Colonel Jin Nu, aka the Blade. Vicious and fanatical, Colonel Nu has orders to eliminate Ledong in case of an emergency.
Let me guess, they can't die. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Mortal. Alright, so that's that, that's that, that's that, that's that. I think that's everything that we're going to do for now. So. Sorry. Something I was thinking about earlier. Scooch this down just a bit. Sorry, let's scooch this down just a bit. That's a smother.
Welcome to the agent program, Initiate. I'll be waiting for you inside. Follow the lights, please.
To my knowledge, yeah, this Hitman series has nothing to do with the previous Hitman series. It's very Star Wars-y. Certain individuals and concepts from the old timeline exist in the new timeline, but they're different. They're not the same people.
I'm Diana. I'll take you to your quarters.
Someone likes to keep secrets.
Secrets are our stock and trade. Besides, from what I hear, you have a few of your own. I'm not like you, in case you're wondering. I'm in the Handler program. Agents and handlers work in unity. You know the expression, know your enemy? Well, that part is my job.
Knowing your enemy is only half the victory.
I know. You also need to know yourself. I'm working on it. I read your case file. Impressive work. Partly textbook, but I suppose fieldwork never is. Tell me, what did it feel like, taking lives?
Random. Disordered.
Is that why you came here? Why you let us test you.
Maybe I'm not the only one being tested.
Well, we are here. Basic training starts at 0600 hours. I should leave you to prepare.
Like I said, I'm getting conflicting info. I thought these were reboots.
Are you sure about this?
I am.
There are no second chances, Miss Burnwood. Not here.
I choose him.
May I inquire why? A blank slate? Antisocial? Apathetic and unresponsive? No doubt the boy shows promise, but...
Perhaps I see possibility where others see limitation. Isn't that what a handler does, sir?
We'll see. Anyone can kill Miss Burnwood. He still remembers nothing?
If he does, he's not sharing.
We will check up on his story. The hospital in Romania. In the meantime, keep him under close watch.
Welcome to Advanced Mission Training. This operation originally took place in Sydney. The target was Calvin Ritter, infamous cat burglar, also known as the Sparrow. You will need to infiltrate the yacht, isolate and eliminate your target, and exfiltrate, all without arousing suspicion. And remember, as an ICA agent, you are the most dangerous person in any room. But blunt force will get you nowhere in this business. And a true assassin never calls attention to himself. Good luck, Initiate.
Here's a question. How many of you are well familiar with the lore of this setting?
Tests have established. You exhibit an unusual level of enhanced sensory perception. Use your instinct now to sense the position and movement of people around you and identify your target.
Are familiar with the lore of God of War, the franchise? The reason I ask is this a God of War 4 situation? Put simply. Time to Hitman it. No. Hailing Kelda, thank you for the sub, as always. And if you give me a moment. Ratchet and Clank block, Jack block, and Naruto Storm Legacy. So allow me to explain the significance of that specific question. God of War 4 is something of a soft reboot, but actually no, it isn't. It is directly connected to the events of God of War 1, 2, and 3, just like God of War 5 is. It is a direct sequel. It looks like a reboot, but it isn't one. That's arguably a spoiler for even sharing that, but whatever. So... let's talk about what hitmanning means. All right, let's see what's in here. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, okay, that's great.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you.
Yep.
Just stand back.
You have been compromised.
Yep.
Change your disguise.
We're in position.
Oh my God, help!
There's my target. Okay, so I found my target.
Oh my God!
So yeah, that's exactly why I was asking Uber Sunsu, because that just felt like where they were going with it.
Move on, guys. Guys, get to the safety rendezvous. No sign of the target here. Anyone have visual?
Alright, we're dead. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's called hitmanning. You're probably wondering, what was the point of that? Now I know where everything is. I didn't come up with that term. We had talked about that in Deus Ex Human Revolution as well. Hitmanning is when you just run through to try and get like a quick mental map of where everything is and be like, okay, here's where I'm going and here's what I'm trying to accomplish. And then you can go back and, you know, actually attempt it again now that you know where you're going. Yeah, it's the suicide save state, exactly.
To advanced... As previous tests have established, you exhibit an unusual level of enhanced sensory perception. Use your instinct now to sense the position and movement of people around you and identify your target. That mechanic is in your way. Sneak up and subdue him quietly.
We have enhanced sensory perception. Okay.
You put on his clothes. That's a first.
Oh yeah, so several people were asking what's the difference in styles of stealth, because we're playing 3 stealth games in a row, right? But all 3 of them have a different form of stealth. So we had Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. That was primarily focused on light and sound, and the entirety of the stealth mechanics were focused on those 2 things and managing those 2 things. Then we had Deus Ex Human Revolution, which is mostly down to either avoidance or removal. We had plenty of kit in our arsenal to do it, but it was mostly just the typical, honestly, whatever you're picturing when you picture stealthing. Crouching, stay away from people. There's a noise mechanic in Deus Ex Human Revolution, but it's just you're making noise, stuff like that. And then we have this game. Now, this is my own terminology, so feel free to make fun of me for this, but I like to call this a social stealth game. In other words, you stealth mostly via your charisma stat rather than your dexterity stat. And what we just did is a good example of that. There are plenty of maps, especially in Hitman 2, the one I'm most familiar with, where you stealth by being someone that nobody notices, by just walking right through the crowd, right?
Does work, though. People do tend to see uniforms, not faces. Be cautious, though. Some people are more observant than others. Not bad, Initiate.
Apparently the developers have actually called this a social stealth game. That's funny.
Before you move on, I suggest you hide your tracks. You have a much greater chance of success if your actions go undetected. The toilet should do the trick.
I feel bad for these people who, in lore, have been hired to be knocked out by us and then put into a thing for a while. I mean, to continue, why is there no quick save button? Look, I didn't come up with it, Black Vulcan. Don't look at me. Why is there no quick save and quick load? One of my favorite gags about this particular game involves a bunch of players playing D&D. And each one of them is playing a different spy/assassin type. And one of them has no points in sneak, no points in pickpocketing, no points in dexterity, and like +40 to deception. Guess which one they were playing as?
This particular uniform should get you access through the staff entrance. Just
Have a nice day.
act normal. Hold on. That mechanic with his back turned? He's what we call an enforcer. He knows his crew and he'll see right through your disguise, so stay out of his line of sight. Right, now for the tricky part. Start by locating your target. Intel suggests he's around the bar area. You're in. Well done, Initiate.
Love and care. It's okay. If this is what Mr. Ritter's yacht looks like, I wouldn't mind seeing that.
I mean, that works, Apteft. You didn't see me. okay there, buddy?
That is your target, Mr. Ritter. Fortunately, the place is crawling with witnesses. I suggest you follow him, see if you can't isolate him.
Hey, get out of my face! No, that's
Sorry.
not what it means. I gave you an offer and you accepted it, and that's that. You signed the paper.
Yeah, no kidding, Darkstar. That poor guy. Again, I feel really bad for all the extras here in lore.
Hello. I must say, they're impressive.
Means a lot coming from you.
Welcome. Mr. Ritter's expecting.
Sorry, sir. Expected. Ritter's private deck is off limits for mechanics. If assimilation is the name of your game, you'll need a better disguise.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Yeah. Monster.
Hey,
Someone should go see what the hell that was.
you got it.
That's a good question, Judo Joker. I do not know.
I love this job, don't you?
Yeah, Craigslist. Hey, we're looking for actors.
Who's guarding the mall?
Hey, who are you? Oh, okay, this guy's unreal. Is he a
Good day
buddy
to you,
of
sir.
yours?
The target's private deck.
Sure.
Now we're getting somewhere. Ah, but according to intel, Ritter is another enforcer who picks his own cabin crew. So tread carefully. You have been compromised. Quickly, try and lose them and change your disguise.
I don't know how to not have a weapon out.
Hey, security boy, imposter.
You know,
Oh, well, okay.
okay?
Don't even think about running away. Put the hands up.
Well, okay. I completely
Sir, you
surrender.
understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Put those guys.
With extreme prejudice.
Okay, so they're dead.
Civilian casualties tend to reflect negatively on your performance and reputation.
I wonder if we're actually killing people here.
Mention that?
I don't have a visual.
Talk to me, come on!
No visual.
We gotta get this piece of shit!
Like, are we killing people in lore here as we're doing this? Back here, apparently.
Find out what that was.
That's a good point. We're just killing cops. They don't count. Yeah, that's actually a valid point. They're just really good at acting. Like, really, really good. You don't even understand. They're so good at acting.
Probably sleeping in a closet somewhere.
Here's Act Theft.
Identify yourself. What is this Joker up to anyway? You know this clown? Hey,
Really? You want me to knock out this guy? Okay.
we'll be forced to take action. Eyes open, sir. Shit.
This poor cook. I actually don't want to do this. I feel so bad for this guy. Sorry, buddy.
Okay. Unlike mechanics, the cabin crew is allowed upstairs access. I see what you're getting at. Very unorthodox. I like it.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, just put the poor guy in the freezer. Wait, hang on, do we have any rat poison? Ah, no rat poison. Oh well. Yeah, we replaced them with foam.
The target's private deck. Now we're getting somewhere. Ah, but according to intel, Ritter is another enforcer who picks his own cabin crew. So tread carefully. The target will spot you if you get too close. To eavesdrop on his conversation, try and find a way to blend in.
Yeah, I was already about to do that.
This is the universe's way of telling you to quit, to get out of the game.
Blending in, I see.
This
Well done,
sparrow
Initiate.
cannot die.
You're not a superhero, Calvin. They don't exist.
Well, not with that attitude, they don't.
Clear out of my eyes.
Mr. Norfolk, so good of you to fly down. Can I offer you a drink?
Oh, no thank you. No. Not before 6. My wife is very insistent about that rule.
My sympathies. So, excellent timing. I just had the computer set up in my office. Shall we?
Yes, please. Lead the way.
Nice impression. If we win, you can fix me a drink. Anyway, sounds like Ritter is about to have a private meeting with the gentleman in white. This could be useful.
Look, it's not my fault that I don't own a red tie, okay?
Into the person who dropped this thing in a dark area. What a maniac. All right, stay put. We got you.
To the future. We are going
Hey,
to be
what's up?
invincible, Maureen.
Oh, you might find this amusing offshore Twitch account. You probably didn't even notice, but the way I dodged that guard earlier was I had actually paid attention to some of that video you linked me and was using that to kind of dodge the guard because of how the search AI works, as it was detailing.
Clearly, Ritter doesn't want to be disturbed. Try sneaking around the
I
back.
like that uniform.
Not a man
Can't
of
come
simple
through here.
taste, that
Sorry.
Calvin.
And you never will offshore Twitch account. Or if you do, it'll be the last thing you ever see.
People get what they pay for, Mr. Norfolk, and you paid for the best. Here, I'll pull the files for you. Not my usual scene technology. Most of my clients are art collectors. So what is it anyway? Some type of reactor?
Well, not just a reactor, Mr. Ritter. It's more of
You're
a
on the right
revolution.
track. Stay put.
50 years ahead of its time, maybe even more, maybe 75 or 100. I don't mean to boast, but whoever makes it to market first with this reactor will become the king of...
Well, I'm rooting for you.
Now is your chance. Use your silent pistol, or the client will notice.
Wait, was it glass cutter?
Your target is down. Now head calmly towards an exit.
Look at all those stupid snobs. They don't even know what's going on. There's stuff in their faces.
I mean, why would I show you the back of my head? There's nothing to see there.
Good to see you, sir.
The red car marks your exfiltration point. Simply push the button and you're in the clear. Advanced mission training complete. And may I say, elegantly done, Initiate.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Hunch was right about you. I look forward to the final test.
How did you know?
I told you he had talent.
His stats are off the charts. Such skills and reflexes. They can only be the result of previous training. Power like that, with no moral restraint, he could be dangerous.
I thought that was rather the point, sir.
All agents have weak spots, Miss Burnwood. Pressure points to keep them in check. But this one... Perhaps it would be better to just...
Give me a chance, sir. Give him a chance. I will take full responsibility.
Very well. It's your show.
Welcome back, Initiate. As an ICA agent, every challenge you face can be overcome in multiple ways. Complete this exercise again, this time attacking it from a different angle. Vary your strategy. Improvise. We will be watching.
What, the Global Assassination Agency are the bad guys, Spartan? What? See, Strange would win the Battle of Wits off Short account, but the problem is Strange wouldn't realize he's talking to Agent 47 because Agent 47 will be disguised as one of his guards. I think we all know the answer to that, Don Crow. Ouch, Don Crow, ouch. Acknowledge, that sounds familiar. Which one is that? Got it. Might have been a game I said no to then. Oh my lord. So you're playing some random NPC who's got a hit out on you, and Agent 47 is out there somewhere. Good luck. You know what's funny is I'm almost positive we don't actually have a range limit on our vision, or if we do, it's just render radius. Yeah, imagine someone calls you. Yeah, what's up? Oh, Agent 47's after me. Okay. Don't even hang up the phone. Just, yep, alright, I'm good. I'm good. We're done. I remember that. Dakota. That's true. Agent 47 doesn't torture his people down. He's not a monster. I mean, honestly, a Hitman asymmetrical multiplayer would be really good. What you'd have to do is, let's assume for a moment that, like let's assume I'm playing, you know, the Hitman, and I'm in guard outfit. The other players wouldn't see Agent 47 in a guard outfit, which is what we see. They would see just another random guard, probably literally randomly generated from one of the NPC pools on the spot, right? Now, movement could give me away. If I start doing this, then there's a pretty good chance I'm the player. But a skilled player would be like, da, 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 da. And they could they can move like an NPC and just be like, da, 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 da. Stand here for a minute. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. You get it. Okay. And yeah, I remember Assassin's Creed Brotherhood's PvP, which was actually not terrible. It had its issues, I'm not gonna lie, but it wasn't terrible. Sorry, buddy. Really. Damn. Didn't see what I was looking for. It's fine. Oh, whoops. Sorry. I've never actually done Watch Dogs PvP, so I don't know about that one.
Have some breath mints. Kind of need it, buddy.
Don't worry, we'll have some color later, Hero. Especially when we get to Miami.
Sir, disrespectful, but you're a little close.
What, is he not brush? Jesus.
Hey. I don't think you should be doing that. Holy shit! That's far enough, buddy.
Don't worry, I'm doing nothing illegal at all.
You're gonna have to give up, mister.
It's okay, there's no reason to come after me whatsoever.
Get some. Roger. He's
Yeah, I didn't hit the button quickly enough, Abdef. I was actually having a bit of a button problem there. Let's set this up a little bit differently.
Right to the face. What the hell do you think you're doing? Stop right there. Hands in the air, nice and slow.
Miami was kind of the big one. They were like, "Oh my God, check out this amazing map!" when they were first announcing 2, if you remember. So it probably got a lot more marketing bent than some of the other ones did.
Lost sight of him. Move to a better position.
Running. I need to switch that back to Tava. That's thrown me like 3 times now. Or no, that's going to be in a gameplay, isn't it? Maybe? Yeah, maybe it isn't. No, that's still not. Okay. Here we go, here we go. Let's switch that to hold.
I lost him. Damn it, he got away. Readdress the past stat report.
Hey,
Give it
you,
to me.
this is not a
All
place
clear,
for you to
sir.
be.
Something is going down.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you a real bodyguard? What are you, huh? A mouse or a pussy? Get him out of here. Yeah, yeah. I need a stat report now. Are we green?
We know
Clear
everything
and
about
weapon
this
time.
man except who he is and where he's hiding. Root him out.
Go, go.
If you ask me my favorite level in 2, well, I bet you can guess it. I don't know the name of it, but I know which level it was.
Never Paratus. We're clear, sir.
And I'm sorry that man got away. He's safe now, though.
Suburbs, yep.
Situation report. All clear, sir.
I liked several of the missions in 2, including Miami, but Suburbs just crushed it.
You know, I'm not really a bodyguard. What the shit? Calling command. Do you copy? I would strongly advise you to leave the area.
Okay, I got it.
Hey, how are you?
Okay, so that was all for nothing, because he got up eventually anyway, so let's try that again. Okay, Seriously? Seriously. Okay. Well, since we have a save anyways. Oh, we already lost. We took too long. Damn, scripted events.
Ah! I'm calling for help! Hey! You don't want to kill me, man! Hey, I think we got a serious problem. We need your help.
So this is an interesting bit of AI thing that I learned from that video. Only one person can respond to a lure at a time, even if multiple people notice it.
Awesome!
So for example, that doesn't really help me much.
How it feels, I'll make it happen. Keep firing! On it! Hey!
No, that's okay. I expected this. At least it's not as bad as Halo, after count. Nothing is as bad as Halo. Don't have to... coins.
Yeah, yeah. Really? Great, great, great. Right there, on the pier. See, he's on the pier. Hey, you gotta have it. Gotcha, sure. What? You quit that? Help! Help! What the fuck? Someone help me!
I notice we don't really have a health bar anywhere.
Stay up top! Can't see him either! The puck ran over there! All you... I need to reload!
Yeah, we're dead. Okay. Really? I could try it. Yeah, let's save here now that we've picked up the damn coins. So I don't have to keep picking up the damn coins. I was going to try something a little bit different. Oh, that wasn't close enough. Go there. There we go. Now we switch coins.
Huh. I like the sound of that.
Probably just my imagination.
Weird.
Ah.
I think I was too early. No, we're good, we're good.
Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So gunshot, coin, coin finally got the range as far as I wanted it to be. And yeah, I actually thought I screwed up the timing on that second coin there. No, no. Gotta grab my coin back. Look, it's fine. It's got that self-cleaning stuff from Back to the Future. It's fine.
Mr. Norfolk?
Evening. So yeah, I remember the concept of skeleton key disguises from my previous playthrough of Hitman 2. Because yeah, like, nobody cares. Nobody cares. The coin is a fairly basic lure, but it's a very programmed lure. They'll so it makes noise like most lures do, but also people almost always pick up the coin, like 100%. It's just like, oh, it's a coin, grab, and so not only will it pull someone there, but it'll hold them there for a few seconds as they go to interact with the object. Coins are quite useful, especially if you're not using any of the really buggy, glitchy lures that exist in this game. Maybe glitchy is the wrong word. Exploitative might be a better word. For example, my personal favorite. Yeah, I'm Terry Norfolk, obviously. Roll charisma. Hang on, yeah. Let me do that here really quick. Let me roll my deception check. So that's going to be a 53. Anyways, my favorite trick that I saw in that video, offshore Twitch account linked, was and the enemies are programmed to try and go after certain out-of-place objects, but they don't know how to deal with objects that have been attached to other objects. So obviously, if I pull out a gun, that's an illegal object. But if I attach a gun to a bit of rat poison and then pick up the rat poison, they only really see the rat poison. They only see me having the rat poison. They don't see the gun as being mine. They just see the gun as an object to pursue. So then they will pursue the object and just walk towards the object until they reach it. So I can just keep being like, come on, come on. And they'll just keep walking after me like, gotta get that gun. It's right there. I can see it moving. I gotta go get that gun. I'm gonna try to show that off at least once on camera.
This is the universe's way of telling you to quit, to get out of the game while you still can.
This sparrow cannot die.
You're not a superhero, Calvin. They don't exist.
Well, not with that attitude, they don't.
Mr. Ritter, I'm Terry Norfolk.
Get out of my face, fool!
What?
Mr. Norfolk, how are you? Mr. Ritter, I'm Terry Norfolk.
Mr. Norfolk, we meet at last. So good of you to fly down. Shall we?
Lead the way.
Like I said, this game is surprisingly well programmed in such a manner that it has tons and tons of funny exploits in it, like that one.
You're going to be invincible, Maureen. This merger couldn't come at a more opportune.
How are you, Mr. Norfolk?
The world's
Evening.
biggest video rental chain and its largest.
Yeah, they love their personal smithing. My breath is just terrible. That's all it is.
Hey, good to see you, man.
Afternoon.
Just a moment, Mr. Norfolk.
Of course. Take your time, honestly. I was gonna say, we've got some options here, so let's try this thing out, shall we?
Wait, was it?
Now we go straight into dragging. Yeah, I know. Thank you. There's a maximum number of occupants that these can have at a time. Oh no. I don't know, Dr. Winter, but I sure hope he doesn't kill me horribly.
There's stuff in their faces.
Business is concluded. Morning.
Once again, great work, Initiate. This exercise is available for as long as you need. When you are ready to advance, you have only to let us know.
Yeah, I noticed that Geralt went immediately into drag state, but otherwise... Nice. What else we got? Oh, it's not going to tell me what the other ones are. Yeah, I don't think I deserve that rating for that mission. I sucked really badly at getting that started. Like, I knew what I wanted to do, and I was just getting to that point. It was not happening. I suck. And do we want to replan the mission? I know. That's it. It feels like I should say replay. What do you want from me? Let's jot down this while we're thinking about it. How does it? Hang on. Curious of something.
Welcome back, Initiate.
Ah, no, that's exactly what I wanted. Trying to open up the challenge menu.
Well.
Okay, hands off. No, it's not going to show me the challenge menu now. Ah. Here we go. Challenges. What do we got? Assassinate the target in a life raft accident. Assassinate the target with remote explosives. There's also... board disguised as a security guard. Place a weapon and have a guard find it. Find the rat poison. There is rat poison. Join the crew. Poison the target with rat poison. Distract a guard using a generator. I saw earlier at a glance that one of the missions had 110 challenges. Ugh.
I just got word. Romania was a dead end.
You're saying that he lied?
Place is real enough. Deserted. But we found no trace that your man was ever there. Or anyone else for that matter.
Someone erased his steps.
We'll keep digging, of course. But frankly, it's as if the Earth just spat him out. Are you still determined?
Does it matter? I was told there'd be no second chances.
Don't believe everything you hear, Miss Burnwood.
My decision stands.
Very well. I'll be watching.
Always watching. I'm sorry. One moment, please. I'm not going to grab that. I have to go get something that'll melt if I don't pull it in. I do apologize. I will be right back. You know, one of these days we're going to stop getting unskippable ads. Like, it's just going to get destroyed as a concept. Not because of, you know, decency or morality, or the fact that they don't work. It's going to be because I take over the entire world and start making it a capital offense to have unskippable ads. After the first, like, 15 or so deaths, I think they'll get the message.
I just got word.
We just saw this.
It was a dead end.
The final test is based on an authentic 1979 mission. The high point of training Director Soder's career as an active agent. The target was Jasper Knight, a famous US chess master exposed as a Soviet spy.
Dun, dun, dun.
Soder's caught up with Knight at a military airfield in Cuba and eliminated him against all odds. This will be your objective as well. Now listen carefully. ICA exams aren't normally this difficult. Not only was the airfield a virtual fortress, but he even added additional guards. Soder's wants you to fail. He considers you a threat, and this way, your unfortunate exit from the program won't raise any eyebrows. Well, if he thinks we're bowing out, he is sorely mistaken. Good luck, Initiate. First things first, we need to gather some intel. Now, you didn't hear this from me, but I would eavesdrop on the two mechanics just beyond the fence.
Yeah, I know I'm not exactly a test case for the entire world, but nothing will convince me to buy your product less than an ad. You know what I mean? Like, the hell? Hang on, I'm having a weird issue. There we go. I guess I'm saying that wrong. Nothing will convince me to not buy your product more, might be a better way to phrase that, than an ad, especially an irritating ad. Okay. Oh, you don't find it irritating, AppDaff? Oh, well, then go ahead and buy their product. If it's okay with you, I'm going to not buy their product. Actually, real talk, I've said this several times, but if you ever see a YouTuber specifically sponsor a specific product, don't buy that product. Not unless you already had a pre-existing reason to do so. Very little is as sus as sponsored products. At least for the last 30 years von Falkenstein. Space Marine 2. See? Pre-existing reason to buy it. That's fine. But you're not buying it because of the stupid ad. The ad's like, hey, hey, and you're like, yeah, that's nice.
Did you print out the safety protocol for the jet?
Eh, it's on the clipboard. Look, we really have to do this, all things considered.
We're putting a pasty-faced egghead inside a Mach 3 fighter jet. Yeah, I kinda think we do.
I get it. Safety first and all that.
I don't care which one of you does it, it's mandatory. Just tick the box and get it done.
So, Jasper Knight is leaving Cuba on a Soviet fighter jet, but first he needs to test the jet's safety features. Huh. Say you could somehow tamper with the ejector seat mechanism. You could presumably get Knight to trigger his own demise. That might just work. Right, let's get you inside. You'll need a fitting disguise. A guard uniform should do nicely, but you'll need to draw him out and isolate him.
Thank goodness they gave me this coin over here. 6 of them, actually.
Hey, are you there? I heard something suspicious. I'll keep you posted.
There you go.
Command, copy. We have a crazy person out. Hey, man, you did this! What the...
Harper's going
Well.
for a goddamn slugfest! Don't let
Once
him
you
get
die
away!
proudly,
Let him have
it
it!
is no longer possible.
We got a possible...
So anyways, so how do I market a food delivery service without spending the budget on things that won't work?
A guard uniform should do nicely, but you'll need to draw him.
My knee-jerk thought is to go ahead and kind of do, there's actually a professional term for it, I forget what it's called. It's inverse sponsorships. In other words, find a few people, do some research and find a few people who I think would be good picks for people who would be interested in the kind of service. Probably big, large-scale influencers, as well as YouTubers and streamers. Reach out to them and say, hey, you want a free trial for like 3 months, maybe 6 months? And that's the budget. The budget is giving them the free service for 3 months or 6 months, which is pennies, by the way, relatively speaking. Let them spread the word on their own, assuming the service is actually worthwhile. Also, make sure to give them a feedback form. Anything they think is wrong with the packaging or the presentation or the recipe book. In other words, make it clear that this is kind of a pseudo beta test kind of a thing. I want to make sure to get whatever you want back on this as some kind of feedback. Don't even mention the possibility of them actually talking about this on their platform. Just put it out there. If they mention it on their own, it'll be much more natural and something they actually want to do.
That's it.
Okay, that guy is really annoying. I just timed that awfully, so I'm just gonna have to toss the coin again because that guy is just right there. Yep, I just had terrible timing. That's all that is.
Yeah, calling in. Heard something. Moving in.
Right on.
There we go.
And they say cash is obsolete. So, this uniform should provide access to the hangar. Good job, Initiate.
Is there a quick save button for this game? If my food service sucks, I immediately quit the game and go work for somebody else. I'm dead serious. They really have no reason to exist if their service is not actually good. Screw them. Let them go bankrupt. I sabotage the company as hard as I can so the whole company goes under. Boom. There's my answer. That poor witness. Also, kill Hitler, who's a fascist with COVID isolation. I don't know what else. Suicide death. There we go. For God's sakes, what? Sorry, one moment. Hello. We'll see how badly I do, Juju's. I anticipate a lot of shenanigans and screw-ups. That's mostly a skill issue, though, let's just be honest. How long do you think it took them to set up all of the buildings in here inside this frickin' dome that we're doing this section in? Evening.
It doesn't make sense. The man is like a sitting duck, staying in Cuba. It's only a matter of time before Langley catches up with them. If I was Knight, I'd be long gone.
That was the plan. Then Knight pulls a fast one. Now he wants his girlfriend to go with him across the curtain. Naturally, Kremlin says no, wasn't part of the agreement. Knight says he's got documents on the other Soviet spies in the U.S. Documents that'll leak into the wrong hands in case anything happens to him or his girlfriend.
Okay, fueled and ready to take off.
Oh, that's another thing. We're in Greenland.
Yeah, go ahead. I disabled the ejector seat mechanism.
I see. In order to make adjustments to the jet and perform the role of safety inspector, you're going to need a mechanic's disguise.
I'm looking forward to Hitman 1, as weird as that sounds. I mean, don't mistake me. Of course I'm looking forward to Hitman 3 and 2. But I never played 1, if you remember. So, it'll be interesting. And then, of course, 3 will be completely blind.
Perfect. Now be gentle. He's an actor.
He's an actor. Now you're acknowledging that? What about them, Von Falkenstein? And they're dead. It's over. We're good. We're done. Hey, Savicom. We are definitely not actually evil. That gentleman right there, he was a puppy eater. He had to go.
Right. Now to set the trap. The ejector seat mechanism has been disabled. You may need a tool to re-enable it.
I mean, we're an assassin, but we're one of the good assassins.
Should be somewhere on the first floor. Well done, Initiate. I dare say this is an accident waiting to happen.
Safety first. Not at all, Don Crow. In all honesty, I have made several attempts over the years to poke at some of the older Hitman games, and all of those attempts have failed for one reason or another. Honestly, at this point, I'm pretty sure we'll never actually play the older Hitman games. Even the one we did play on camera, whichever one that was a colossal pain to get streamable. And that was back then on Windows 7. Yeah, get a proper remaster going, or even a remake. Sure, we'll talk.
Jasper Knight, we gotta go over the safety protocol. Follow me, please.
Ugh. Must we really?
Oh, would I be thrilled about playing those? No, for the aforementioned reason. Like, those games were not fun, from when I poked at them. Having said that, proper remaster, proper remake, we'll talk.
Mr. Mechanic, what's up?
Officer. Could you keep up, please, Mr. Jasper?
Hey, don't get any oil on my clothes.
You got it.
Hey, Mr. Knight. Climb in the cockpit, please.
All right. Easy. One step at a time.
Step 1. Strap yourself in.
Okay. All strapped in.
Step 2. Locate the ejector seat handle.
Yes, found it.
Step 3. Pull the ejector seat handle.
Right. Here goes. Pull.
Don't worry, that actor's fine.
I never thought they would use a functioning jet. Good thing you didn't disable his parachute. Anyway, you did it. Excellent work, Initiate. I bet Sodas didn't see this coming. Now stay calm and head towards an exit.
He's fine. He's fine. Remember, that's an actor playing a role. He's totally fine. Don't you worry. Let's do a... No.
You know that guy who flew in from Moscow? He's the real McCoy.
The KGB officer?
Yeah.
You know, that's a good point, Abdev.
Congratulations, Agent. You are cleared for field duty.
Malum necessarium. Oh wow. That's messed up. We unlocked the tactical turtleneck. When you need to be fashionable and deadly.
I hope you know what you just did. The chopper leaves at dawn. Now get out of my sight.
So what happens now?
You go back into the world, disappear, stay on your own and on the move. When we need you, we will contact you.
And so does?
He played his hand, and he lost. He cannot touch us now. Still, I can't believe we beat him at his own game.
If you know your enemy.
Quite right. I should tell you, the trail went dead after Romania. Our team found no records of any kind. No name. Nothing.
I think they called me 47.
That's not a name.
So make it one.
All right. Agent 47.
That is fast-acting poison, holy crap. Deep breaths, deep breaths.
You were always the best. Nobody ever came close. You define the art, and it defines you. Your actions have changed the world. Powerful men have fallen by your hand. But by the same token, others have risen. Do you realize what kind of world you've been shaping? Does the ICA? Does your handler? I live in that world.
I noticed how the rubber ducky was one of the items there.
I have seen the consequences. I have felt the cost. That's what defines me.
Okay. And clown. You gotta have the clown nose. Listen, all those people deserve to die, Salvacom. And that $500,000 we got per kill, that's just, it's going to charity. The charity of getting me a new pool. This is what that's for. Listen, we need a bigger pool, okay? Yeah, doing the right thing isn't cheap, I'm just saying. The retired assassin's old folks' home. It's actually just a graveyard. With no markers. Shady Acres. No, we're gonna go back to the final test. I want to see what else we had there. So what else do we have here? Drown the man. Assassinate him with an assault rifle while disguised as a Soviet soldier. Kill him with a spotlight. Kill him while disguised as a security guard. Electrocute him as he investigates the projector. Make him sick. Find the slides. Deliver the vodka without being spotted. Disguise yourself as a Soviet soldier. Reveal all undiscovered areas. Solve the chess puzzle. Hammer time. Doesn't actually say what it is. Save contact. Chameleon. Silent assassin suit only. Complete the final test. Only eliminate the target. No bodies found. Don't get spotted. Do it all in your suit. That's the hard part. Do it all in your suit. I managed everything on that list except for that last bit. I'll be right back. A lockpick's nice, but if I can unlock a screwdriver, then we'll really be working. Or a wrench. Checking something. There's the lockpick. So it does tell us that. There's the turtleneck. So the lockpick is complete all 4 story challenge missions. That's what that is. Which ones are the story challenges? Because I see a lot more than 4 there.
The final test is based on an
keeps happening again and again today.
Don't you move. Hey, look! Fist fight! What are you waiting for? Shoot him! Yeah, got it, got it.
The final test is based on an authentic...
Remember, he's an actor, so he's got to ham it up, okay? Oh, come on. Was that like 1 inch too far away?
Bingo. Huh? Hey, you hear me? Think we might have some disturbance. Whoop-de-doo. Hi. I think I heard something. Moving in to see what?
Coins are supreme. I'm just saying.
There you go.
Sir, what you are doing is not illegal per se, but you look kind of... No. I'm not giving the trolls the satisfaction.
Hey, don't you... Right there! Steven Seagal, enough with the chokeholds and karate chops. What the fuck? Goddamn! I'm gonna fucking kill you! Engage the suspect!
Understood.
Oh.
Okay. Getting stuck on the drop down there might have screwed me over.
I don't... Close in on him, come on! Hey.
Right there, right there!
The final test...
That's already taken too long, so screw that. Let's try something else. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Steve.
Did you print out the safety protocol for the jet? It's on the clipboard. Look, we really have to do this, all things considered. We're putting a pasty-faced egghead inside a Mach 3 fighter jet. Yeah, I kind of think we do.
I was wondering what was happening there, Image.
I don't care which one of you does it, it's mandatory. Pick the box and get it done.
Okay, speaking of which, I want to follow...
So, Jasper Knight is...
No, not this one.
...on a Soviet fighter jet. But first, he needs to test the jet's safety feature.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Hey, might have a possible disturbance. Keep posted.
That does sound negative worthy, to be honest with you. In fact, that literally sounds like a bug. Yeah, gameplay first. Something this game is usually pretty good about from what I've seen. Huh? Crap. He took so long that now that guy can see me. Oh, okay. Alright, we'll just wait a second. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I got a suspicious sound. It's probably nothing, but I'm gonna take a look anyway. Whoop-de-doo!
Nope. Took too long again. That guy is just the worst. Good. Let's go over here then.
Huh?
Different setup.
Hey, are you there? I heard something suspicious. I'll keep you posted.
Wait, really? Running isn't suspicious? Nope. Yep. Okay, no, that's a white dot. That's why it's suspicious. So now running isn't suspicious.
It doesn't make sense. The man is like a sitting duck, staying in Cuba. It's only a matter of time before Langley catches up with him. If I was Knight, I'd be long gone. That was the plan.
Yeah, he's the night ready to take off. Good work. Are we clear to go over the safety protocol? Yeah, go ahead. I disabled the ejector seat mechanism. Man.
We're upping security at the moment, sir, so I'm afraid I can't let you through here.
Oh, of course. Sorry, sir.
I don't like the look of that skylight.
I already got one.
Yeah, still.
He's in the can.
When he gets back, tell him I had reinforcements.
Expecting visitors?
No, just doing my job. I don't like surprises, buddy.
Alright, I hear you.
If I had the dual takedown. Listen. All I'm saying is the Dutch East India Trading Company is pure evil. That's all I'm saying. And therefore, IO Interactive is pure evil. QED. What's our inventory cap, by the way?
Fuck.
That's what he said.
Back home? This is Cuba. We got tons of rum, but vodka? Military airfield?
I know, but at least pretend you're looking. That man is KGB and pretty high up the chain at that. Those guys don't take too kindly to failure.
I hear you.
The officer in charge has ordered airfield security to get him a bottle of vodka. He will probably offer Knight a drink as well. That is, provided he is able to drag the Grand Master away from his chess game.
That is awesome and very video gaming. What's your inventory size? Nope. Excuse me, sir. Get your clothes, your motorcycle, and your sunglasses.
Yeah. Trying to solve some chess conundrum. Apparently, the late Russian ambassador made some highly unusual, very aggressive opening move that really rattled Knight. He's a grandmaster. To him, it's more than a game.
Yeah, so Knight kills the guy. Poison do that, right? Those are military secrets.
Bunch of projector slides, travel route or something. Pretty dull, really.
Well, there's a soldier coming by to fetch him, so stay clear, okay? Friendly advice.
All right.
That would be pretty horrifying, Darkstar. Agent 47 already has a charisma score of God. So I'm not sure anybody wants to see him actually have the ability to leap up entire buildings and have retractable blades inside his arms. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, and he already has instinct, which can see people from more or less literally a mile away. Damn, okay, that's bad. Alright. Just get my exercise in. Don't mind me. There's a map. I mean, 47 is awesome and all, but I'm sorry, Bats would probably win that particular engagement. Like, Batman is targeted by assassins semi-regularly. Well, it's certainly easier to navigate than the one in Deus Ex. Yeah, that's a good point, Mortal. Yeah, I want to unlock the wrench, too. I remember the wrench and the screwdriver, because the screwdriver... Yes, Septa. The screwdriver is a good kill weapon. The wrench is a good non-kill weapon, and both have utility. Yeah, area undiscovered. Dropped disguise, which is visible on the map. Staircases, clearly labeled. I think it's too early, but I will probably jot down a positive for map design. Yeah, so this is going to sound like, oh, you think this is good, but this other thing is even better, Offshore Church account. But you know what this reminds me of? The StarCraft 2 review. No, I don't think this game is going to beat StarCraft 2. But if you remember, or if you were there for that, that review began with giving something like 80 pluses to gameplay. Like, before we even started the campaign.
Possible. Surely I must be overlooking something.
Well, we just saved, so let's just go ahead and taste the vodka.
Ah, you. Good job. He's a brand, too.
5 o'clock came early today.
Looking, so... Go. Ooh, nice, Plutonium. I mean, I expect this score to be 200 plus easy. I think the only thing that'll probably drag it down a little bit is the story axis. And even that's going to get a bunch of visual storytelling positives. Okay, hang on. No, we're not actually. So, if this was the kind of dark, gritty, realistic assassin game that it certainly feels like it wants to be, that would probably be a negative, to be completely honest with you. But this is more like, I'm going to kill the CEO of a mega corporation by putting a banana peel on the edge of a platform, and he's going to fall off and plummet to his death. Like, that's more the territory we're in here. Alright, rook to f8 is... yeah, done. Right? No? Yeah, this game literally has homing suitcases. So we go. You know, you heard me. Homing suitcases. I probably won't manage a really good homing suitcase, but I've seen some videos of people who have managed to really rejigger the situation of the physics to shoot it at just the right spot, so that you could see it like literally go around the corner and hit the guy as he's running from you. I will endeavor to hit at least one person with a homing suitcase. That's a personal goal of mine. General silliness is probably worth a positive. Yakuza effect, right? I wasn't kidding with the banana peel example earlier. There's a skyscraper in one of the levels. Banana peel, whoops, what? Is that it?
I have to admire the boldness. No. Beginner's luck, that's all it is. I only need to...
Was that it? Was that not it? Okay. Okay, let's try the other one then. Now we wait again. Oh, we need to unlock the homing suitcase? Okay, we need to make that a thing. Listen, if real life had homing suitcases, I'm not sure I want to live in that world. Like, imagine Lune Ruth is walking out one day and she just sees a suitcase go flying by. Don't know who it's targeting. Yeah, unfortunately, I only had the one poison, so I just kind of guessed on that one. The good news is I saved pretty much right before I came into this room. Wilton Creek. Okay, we'll try to focus on some of those when we get there.
Finger of vodka night? We have celebrating to do.
Not now. Busy.
Suit yourself.
What's this? Honestly, that is just ridiculous.
Well done,
Yes.
Initiate.
Just the
I
move
should
I was
say a toast
contemplating.
is in order.
I appreciate the gesture, friend, but one genius is more than enough. Why on earth didn't I think of that?
A drink to calm the nerves, Knight.
Make that two. I am about to break the sound barrier.
Here. Keeping watch. Okay, is he going to get the left one? Please get the left one. Please don't make me redo all of that. Yes! Yes!
To fallen comrades.
Wait, no.
Socialism?
Hold on. No! The commander picked it up! What the hell? No! No!
Close enough.
Whatever.
I feel too cold. Now I feel too warm again. Oh.
Huh? Hey, you okay?
Are you okay there, buddy? You gonna be alright? Hey, are you okay? Okay, hang on. I remember there was one. Is it F1? Here we go. Challenges. Here we go. Drown him. There it is. Yep, let's do it.
Whoa!
Sorry, buddy. Terrible way to go. That's vomit we're drowning him in. My God. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. He's fine. He's fine.
Target down. You did it. Now head towards an exit.
Oh, hey. There's another red poison. Oh my God, there's a body here. Can you believe this? This is not what I wanted out of this interaction. How do I get down? Oh, here we go. Please. Please. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. We got one dot to get past and we're free. He passed out on the toilet. He couldn't handle his vodka. Wait, so we're, like, done with the challenge? Oh, so we are. So, like, what would happen if, like, right now, because that... What would happen if I just switch over to, like, reload? Like, do I retain progress? And then I could kill him with the other thing? See, Darkstar says I have to finish the mission, though. Who do I trust? Who has not led me astray today? I'm gonna go ahead and turn in and see what happens. Because I'm curious. Because, yeah, I could see the logic, programming-wise, of the ticker at the end being just cosmetic, effectively. This thing. Because these were already showing as unlocked in my menu. Yeah, I think you are absolutely correct. So... This was my one for doing other kills. Yeah, okay. So, obviously we've already done the vodka. What are the other missions? No, wrong button. We want to do... So that's the projector, and that's fun. Let's do projector next, because we've actually already kind of started projector. Hello, Elizar. Because they were already talking about how projector was on the fritz earlier. I also kind of want to get a gun and just kill him. In fact, you know what? We have a save right here, right? So... Let's just test something. Let's just test something, shall we? That looks like we already got that unlocked. Now let's reload. See if it sticks. I do like how quick the load times are. I shouldn't have to praise that, but Deus Ex's like 20-second load times were driving me bonkers. Okay, so it's not story mission. It's going to be over in challenges. That's stuck. Sweeping snow in Siberia. Excellent. No, that's good. That's good. Now, that's not missions, but still, challenges stick on reloads. So Mortal was correct this time. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back to safe conduct. Down. I want to go down. So what that sounds like, Darkstar, is let's run through a hypothetical, right? Let's assume I do, you know, 1 mission and then 2 missions and then 3 missions and then 4 missions, all without actually concluding the mission, right? Just complete the objective, reload, complete the objective, reload, complete the objective, reload, complete the objective, finish the mission, then I get the unlock. Does that sound right? That would make sense. Because, yeah, what's probably happening is the end of mission trigger, script, excuse me, is probably checking for which flags are marked. And the flags are marked as soon as you fulfill the condition. But let's test it, because we're going to go and try to do this mission, which is the projector, and then we're going to do the other mission without completing. We're going to see when we get access to that unlock.
Good thinking, Initiate. This should keep Knight's attention for a while.
For some reason, it flips. Plans to defect. So on the very night he's supposed to meet with the foreign minister, Jasper Knight, one of Janice's turned American agents, has no choice but to break cover.
Apparently, Jasper Knight is demanding that his girlfriend accompanies him to the Soviet Union, and he refuses to leave until he gets affirmation from his superiors in Moscow. The call will come through in the restricted, but otherwise unguarded radio room.
Wait, mission story completed? What? We haven't killed him. Okay. At the moment, 1979 or 1999, depending on who you ask, Loser.
Assassin. Does it in the middle of a crowded...
Yeah, let's pop a safety save, because I'm not 100% sure what's happening here.
Poison-coated chess pieces.
Doesn't strike me as the type.
Best kind of spy. This guy might know Janice. I mean, think of it. Might know Janice.
Whoever he is, he's probably pretty ordinary.
You look like you done something.
Right.
Should.
So, I forgot that asshole was right outside that door. That's my fault.
Poison-coated chess pieces.
It's my fault. I even knew he was there. There's actually 2 of them, apparently.
Think about it. Janice.
Whoever he is, he's probably pretty ordinary.
Janice. KGB's top spy master.
As you said, best kind of spy.
You can tell I've been playing Deus Ex Human Revolution because I keep adamantly turning off that mode. Not because it looks bad or because of visuals or anything like that, but just because I'm worried that it's draining my battery.
Eddie, soldier. Lieutenant Colonel.
I'm just escorting the officer here. Don't mind me.
Are you some kind of soldier?
What am I, some kind of... What kind of statement is that?
Good grief. You people don't piss about, do you?
It's not the Concorde, but it'll do the trick.
And My Sharon?
Special extraction. We launch her into space, then parachute her down from the stratosphere with a lifeboat and a pair of snowshoes. Little luck, she'll reach Murmansk in a couple of months. Unless she runs into bears.
What?
We'll put her on a plane. Jesus, Knight. You're supposed to be smart. Anyway, that is if Janice agrees to your terms. And that's a big if.
He will see things my way. Now, give me a moment. I need to learn this plan by heart.
So, if I was to be in World War III or zombie apocalypse, which would I pick and why? Zombie apocalypse. More likely to survive, easier to contain, magic zombies aside. Whoops, no, wrong button. Oh, crap. Okay. And also, World War III would be really bad for a lot of people. And probably involve nukes. And nukes are bad. I'll take zombies over nukes.
Carry on.
Officer?
Hello, Private.
Officer? Now, I'm not sure how isolated we are here, so we're going to grab a safety. Okay, so we are now KGB officer. As it should be.
Lieutenant Colonel.
Privates? I know, right, Linares? Could you imagine? You know, I don't feel like wearing this today. And then you're just different.
Knight, follow me. Lubyanka's on the line. My superior wants to speak to you personally.
Well, about time. Lead the way.
Unfortunately, I did just get a body discovered. That's on me. We might have to reload that. We'll see. We'll play this by ear. See what happens.
Lieutenant Colonel.
We're not doing anything suspicious right now, so we should be fine.
I need to know exactly what he looked like and what he was wearing.
Cool.
I'm afraid you have anything to do
Good
with
job,
this?
Initiate. I should have night occupied for a while.
There we go. So let's reload. Try that again. That is also my fault for playing Deus Ex, where hiding bodies was barely relevant. Whereas here, it's something I really need to be doing all the time. Wait, seriously? Did that actually count? Oh my god, it did. All 4 are checkmarked. Alright, so we do need to end the mission, which means we need to kill the guy. Let's go ahead and kill him.
Lieutenant Colonel.
Right, there's no reason not to run.
Knight,
Comrade,
follow me.
how are you?
Lubyanka's on the line. My superior wants to speak to you personally.
About time.
That's an interesting statement. Maybe we don't have to end it. So let's grab a save.
Lead the way.
That's a very strange question, Elizar. But no, he'd probably just die of a heart attack. Alright, so let's exit the menu without finishing the mission. See what happens. Okay, so like... I'm gonna check my unlocks. That would be career, inventory, gear, tools, lockpick. You're right. We don't even need to finish the mission. It's just there. Wow. Okay. No, that's good information. That's good to know. It's also good design. Having to actually finish each mission, kill, and then leave for every single mission would have honestly sucked. So, good to know. Good to know. Okay. now, it's time for lunch. But when we get back, we'll actually start the first mission. See you in a bit.